Morning, everyone. This is Sean Bunner with Start Your Day with a High Performance Coach, where we talk about high performance so you can go out and conquer your day with ease. Still working on that morning tagline. So if you're joining me for the live show for the first time, please say hi below. Love to hear where you're from and what any questions you might have. Anything like that would be awesome. So this week we've been going through the 5 pillars of high performance. And so we started out on Tuesday talking about how to find more clarity and why that's important, and why the people that perform the best tend to get clear on who they are and how they want to show up, and a couple of techniques to help you, clarify that for yourself a bit more. Yesterday we talked about how to diagnose your energy and a couple of simple things that you can do to have that physical and mental vibrancy that we all crave in our careers and relationships and well-being. So today I wanted to do a quick video on the 3rd pillar of high performance that through the Certified High Performance Institute, where I get my coaching certification. We define courage as being able to fully express yourself, to feel confident, and to be very decisive in your life. Because you can't be bold if you're not bold, you're not courageous, you can't make choices, you don't speak up for yourself and the like. So it's such an important thing, in your careers, in your relationships, to be able to have those tough conversations, to be able to fully express an idea and not worry about, being ridiculed or embarrassed or if you got something wrong. So it's such an important topic that I don't think we talk about enough. So that's why we're doing the 5 pillars. And what I really wanted to say about courage is, courage in today's world, with all this crazy stuff on social media and how divided things are, is speaking up with where you're at in your head and you're thinking on a lot of the issues of the day. So we can talk about the whole pandemic and how, there's a public health thing that we need to acknowledge. There are questions to personal liberties that people keep bringing up, which we shouldn't ignore, but I think we're not doing a good enough job saying that, hey, in the interest of our public health, this is why we need to wear masks. This is why we really need to focus on testing. This is why we really need to get this under control, because we're going to be experiencing a lot more pain if we don't do, if we decide not to do anything. So, there's that. You could talk about Black Lives Matter. You could talk about, the police reform and discussions going on around that, where, courage is saying that, I can appreciate the police force, and I can also appreciate that we need to make a lot of changes. It's not mutually exclusive, and it's a discussion that we need to have, and a discussion that I hope more people are having. And the opportunity here, while there are a lot of serious matters on the line, where with the pandemic, it's people's lives either, losing their lives, being, hurt going forward, or things that we don't even know yet because we're still figuring it out on the go, or with Black Lives Matter protests and, police reform and this overall talking about systemic oppression that we have in our society. Some of that's long overdue. Some of it is stuff that there's a great opportunity for us to make progress, to make our society more equal, to make it hold up to the ideals of the United States a lot more. And it's also not black and white. It's not you're for or against this. It's we're all in this together. We all need to figure this out. Even people that you don't agree with. And that's a bold statement in and of its own. So why do I talk about this? Well, one, it's a little bit timely to talk about courage and a couple of these things, and just kind of barely scratch the surface of it, because I really don't know a lot and I don't know the best way forward, and I don't know all the arguments and all the different considerations and all the different things that we need to be talking about, but I know we need to be talking. So that's why I bring that up, regardless of your politics. So, how can we really activate our courage, activate our decisiveness, our decision-making ability, activate our confidence more in our life? That's the question that'll help you, today and going forward in multiple areas of your life. And for me, I think the first thing is to just know your values. So know what you stand for. Know that, who you are. Like we talked about clarity a couple of days ago. So, if you know your best self, are you living into that every day? Because that will reveal those instances where you're like, hey, I'm not stepping up or putting my foot down or expressing myself fully, and it's impacting how I can show up in the world. So, know your 3 words and live into them every day. I think it's having more open conversations. I think we've gotten to this point where we're so afraid to talk about things and share different ideas because you might be wrong, and the internet mob will come after you, and that's going to happen no matter what position you take. So take a position. Say something with conviction, with something that you believe in, and I think that'll be helpful. Third thing to do to demonstrate more decisiveness and more courage in your life is, to think through things. At least that's my style. Is how can I try to take a look at different perspectives on things? How can I have an open discussion and not be locked into, am I right or wrong, but, what is the right thing? What is the truth here? And I think that will serve people more. And that's how I think about courage. So, anyways, I hope you guys liked this quick video on courage. And, what would happen if you showed up more and you were more confident, or you were more bold, or you were more decisive, or you had more momentum towards your projects? How would things change for you? And I think keeping that in mind too. And another point that I forgot, the 4th point for being more courageous, being more bold, is to think about who you need to role model for. Because in a world where everyone's watching, and that's super true with everyone's cell phones that they have, are you making your parents proud? Would you be teaching lessons to your children that you'd be proud to be teaching? Would you be a representative of the community that you belong to, or the many communities you belong to? And do you show up and represent them in a way that would make yourself proud and make them proud? And sometimes, that's another way to bring out our best selves, but it's also having that focus on others can really, bring out the best in us, because we want to serve. It's a really powerful force, that wanting to give to a community, wanting to serve, wanting to lead. So those are the 4 things and about courage. Hope you guys like this video. I'll be here again at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Hey Dave, I see you here. And Maroon's the Lion, I think. I hope I said that right. Welcome. If you guys have any questions, post those below. Like I've been talking about too, I'm working on having a new group coaching program that'll be out probably at the end of July. So keep posted for that. I'll be talking about that more as it comes up. So with that, this is Sean Butner saying have more growth, joy, and impact in your life, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care.